Hello, welcome. Today we're going to talk about easy ways to sell your business. If you've been thinking about it and you're just kind of there, but seems like a big headache to do, it's still a pretty major undertaking. Not going to sugarcoat it, but we're going to make it a little easier for you. So, if you're new here, my name is Taylor Darcy from Think Legal, where I help you create the business of your dreams. So, welcome. If you're joining us for the first time, yay! Even more stuff. Let's see if we can throw up some. Hold on. I got something here for you. If you're new. Ooh, how about this one for the holiday? There we go. Some confetti. Yay, you're here. Thank you for joining me. Red, white, and blue confetti. Anyway, so just so you know, we go live Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. Tune in to get your questions answered. If you just want to say hi and hang out, we try to have a little bit of fun while talking about some legal stuff. And it's a great way to get help for your business, pro bono. So if you need additional help, feel free to look at my website, thinklegalpc.com. And I'm happy to help you as long as you're in California or have a California need. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Apparently my intro is out. Oh man, it wouldn't be a live if there wasn't some technical something. I swear I set this stuff up ahead of time, and it ends up that sometimes this stuff happens. So, all right. Well, number one, the easiest way to sell your business, not the easiest, but one of the easy ways to sell your business is if you're selling in a niche industry and you can publish in a trade journal or a magazine or something that is unique to that industry. That's going to be because people are going to see it and they already have interest in it, and it may be a great way for them to expand their business. Now, it's not perfect because if you're advertising in that type of industry, the expertise that you bring to it, they already have. And so they're probably not going to want to pay a premium for it. So you got to keep that in mind, that if you're looking to sell your business for a premium, for all of the knowledge and training and help that you can give, then you're probably going to want to look outside of that niche industry. To each their own. It's just important that you keep these types of thoughts in mind while you're looking at selling your business. That what do you want? Who's your perfect buyer? That would probably be the best thing you can do, is sit down and just hammer out the details of who is the perfect buyer for you. That will make the finding of that person easier than if you're just like, oh, anybody that wants to buy a business. Well, no, like for instance, in my case, if I were to be selling my business, I can only sell to an attorney. I can't sell it to anybody else, just like doctors and accountants and anybody with professional corporations have to sell to someone within their industry. Regular corporations don't have that same problem. So you just want to keep that in mind, that who's your ideal buyer is dependent upon what type of business you have, what you're interested in doing, that type of thing. So if you have a more general type of business that's not specific, like there's no requirement for certification, then you can sell using, let's see, it's called Biz Buy Sell or Web Closers for online businesses only. Now, these are DIY stuff. So you're going to save money, but what is your time worth to you? It may be that it makes a lot more sense to go with my third option. We'll talk about that in just a second. If you are really busy and you want to sell and you don't want to deal with the difficulties that do it by yourself. That being said, there's a lot of stuff that you can do, but that you shouldn't do. Selling a business is one of those. There's a lot of work that needs to go into it. If you've tuned into any of my videos whatsoever regarding buying and selling a business, you need to put some work into it. And if you try to shortchange the process, there's lots of bad things that could happen. And I don't want that to happen to you. So that's why it's so important that although you can do something, doesn't mean you should do something. So make sure that you're hiring the right people to do the jobs that they do in order to get the best outcome possible. The people that DIY stuff it's more likely you're going to end up in litigation. It's also more likely that it's going to take longer to sell because the people aren't going to be there at the time that you're needing them to be there. And you also have to look at it from not just a sales perspective, but you're going to potentially lose out on money, because if you're doing it yourself, then you're going to be going by emotion as opposed to facts and evidence. And buyers want to see the numbers. They want to see the hard numbers, the things that can get them, the most bang for their proverbial buck. So that's the next thing. The third, and this is probably the easiest, and this is why you want to hire a business broker, and that's someone that would specifically have a network of people that are interacting with buyers of businesses. Who knows, they may even have a perfect buyer for you. So is it going to cost you something? Yes, it'll cost you more to do it this way, but at the end, you're going to be able to do it a lot easier, a lot faster, and you're going to be a lot happier in that process because you're going to have somebody that can guide you through it instead of you trying to figure it out. So it really comes down to what your time is worth to you. And typically your time is worth more than what it would cost for the business broker. So just keep those types of thoughts in mind. They get commissions only if they sell your business is usually how it works. Not always. So they're going to work pretty dang hard to get your business sold. That's the next thing. The crazier things have happened. The next place that you can look to selling your business is on Craigslist. I know it's nuts, or it sounds crazy. But in the end, selling it on Craigslist is a simple way to get your exposure out there. Find out what's out there if anybody's interested. You never know. I'm not saying that you absolutely will find somebody on Craigslist to buy your business, but I am saying that you have a better chance of it if people are actively looking for a business. They might go there. The other thing, and this is another popular way, is social media marketing. Advertising it on Facebook, Google. There's lots of different ways that you can earn or find people to buy your business. And so you don't want to shortchange yourself. Another way is direct to people that you're potentially in your industry or the people that that might be interested. Cold calling is not crazy, or warm calling as the case may be. These types of methods will give you a better fit because it's people that you know and hopefully trust and that are willing to do business with you. You have to be careful because if you're seeking them out, they might try to capitalize on that because they might perceive that as being you're desperate or you need more, you want more money, you want to sell. So the fastest thing you can, or the best thing you can do that is be as patient as possible. You're going to get more money for your business that way. So the last thing, and this is probably the most important part of this. I mean, yes, there's all these avenues and places that you can go to get your business sold. And, there's a lot of work you can do ahead of time, which I highly recommend. And please check out my other videos regarding selling a business, things that you can do today to prepare yourself to get that business sold. And make sure that you qualify your buyers before you interact with them too extensively. Are they interested or are they actually committed to buying a business? We call them tire kickers. I mean, that for any type of industry. So you want to make sure that they're actually interested and have the funds or have a plan in order to do it. Are they pre-qualified with the bank loan, or are they planning on getting financing via the assets of the business? I don't know, but these are all questions that you need to ask and make sure that you're covering the topic of, because the last thing you want to do is get too far into the process or too interested or think that the other party's really interested when they're just kind of, man, I'm just trying to look it out and see what happens. And that's not good, especially if you're serious about selling your business. And that brings me to the point of, are you serious about selling your business? Because if you're not, then don't waste anybody's time by just seeing what's out there, right? If you're ready to go, follow my tips for my other sell your business videos and make sure that you're getting ready to go, right? Because this shouldn't be you're on the fence about it. You should be ready, or you should be getting ready. And again, we've talked about lots of different things that you need to know, but most importantly, just prepare. Like start the year or 2 year before your plan to buy or to sell, so that you have everything in order before you do it, so that it's not a rush to do and you're not in a time crunch. The worst time you ever have to get something is when you need it. If you need it, it's going to potentially hurt you, because they're going to see that and going to go, I'm not going to pay as much for it because they need me to pay as much for it, right? Versus if you're kind of like, I don't care, or I'll get money for it when I get money for it. I'm happy still running it. It's going to be a lot more positive of experience. If you've gotten value out of this video, don't forget to hit subscribe and like, and hit that bell icon. Oops, wrong one. There we go. Hit that bell icon to be notified of when we go live, and we'll talk to you later. Have a good one.